to me in a dream with a scheme that seemed to be out of this world. He approached me and opened up his robe, and he showed me a hypodermic needle in the shape of a pen. And my first reaction was to step back fast, and then God grabbed me and said, "Slow down, my child, I've got a job for you to do." And with a burst of light, God grabbed my arm and I said, "I mean you no harm," and he pushed the pen in, and it filled my arteries, and God charged me to write some new shit, some true shit, something just for you shit. And when I was done with part 1, God said, "No, sit down and write me some part 2-ish." He injected me with Billy Blues and a muse of Langston Hughes, and God said, "You've acquired some of the tools in the schools you've been attending, but now it's time to stop pretending." And he started sending into my bloodstream the poetic feats of John Keats and the published greats of W.B. Yeats. And just when I thought God was through, he started slipping me hits of Maya Angelou. And God asked, "Do you know what I've handed you?" And my response was no. And God said, "Well, let me show." And he continued to fill my veins the same way he had been, giving me a fix of Emily Dickinson in my bloodstream, seemed to scream as God gave me the liquidated literary genius of W.E.B. And I got lost between doses of Robert Frost, and my eyes got blurry in a flurry, and I was no longer seeing them, but now I could feel Emerson, Tennyson, and Stevenson. And God said, "Well, slow down, because you won't get far without Paul Orange Dunbar, and you can't start spitting until I've given you Whitman." And God kept filling me, and it felt like he was killing me, and I closed my arm tight, and God snapped it back open. And he said, "No, slow down, you're not yet ready to write." He said, "Tonight has just begun and everything's all right, my son. You see, I need you. I use poetry to teach people. The world I created has been overrun by ignorant thinking, and I need poets like you to take the world back and break the curse. Now, unbend your arms so I can give you William Wordsworth." And again, the pen was shoved back into my veins, and God grabbed the reins as if I were a mule. He said, "I use you as my tool, and I plow the fields with you, fulfilling empty minds' needs while planting knowledge seeds. No longer will there be a flourishing time for malnourishing minds. I want you to make intelligence a law, because ignorance is a crime. Now I need you to go and reap what you sow while captivating minds like Edgar Allan Poe. I gave you the wings, so now fly like the raven. This world needs saving. Feel free to fight off your fears, because they'll disappear within this injection of my tears, which contain the remains of great things gone and new things to come beyond the next dawn. You're the next in the bloodline of greats. You are a poet. You command the attention of large groups. You ready the troops for revolution. You write words that can commend or condemn. You turn boys into men, make other poets push pens. And you must be about something more than slam scores based on 10. That's money. Because you are a poet. Think about all the great things poets have accomplished, and when the writing gets rough, hold on to your pen and don't ever drop this. Always take time in your mind to reflect back on the fact that you're the next to step forth from a poetic bloodline. And all know that our stories are all different, but even though one person looks down on you because something that you think you're good at, just know that deep down, you're supposed to be doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I don't know.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Josh.